36 goals, 7 red cards and a whole lot of action in match week 1. This is Calcio. Buonasera and bentornato to This is Calcio. What an exciting first round of matches we had last week. 36 goals and 7 red cards. Who says this is a Farmers League? It was never a Farmers League. I think the Premier League is the one that's going to be a Farmers League, you know. See, the past few years, it's just Man City winning, and then only 2 seasons ago there was Liverpool breaking that winning run by Man City, you know. So anyway, Inter Milan champions started out by beating Genoa convincingly. No Lukaku, no problem, says Simone Inzaghi. Debutants Edin Dzeko and Hakan Çalhanoğlu providing a goal each, with Milan Skriniar and Arturo Vidal scoring the other 2 goals. It also looks like the Nerazzurri will be strengthening their forward line even more with Joaquin Correa from Lazio. Sassuolo, without the departed Manuel Locatelli, managed to triumph over Hellas Verona, who were playing with a man down for the entirety of the second half after Miguel Veloso was shown his second yellow card after stomping on Filip Juricic late in the first half. Sassuolo was already leading by a goal courtesy of Giacomo Raspadori in the 32nd minute after Verona couldn't put away multiple chances earlier. Juricic made it 2-0 before Mattia Zaccagni narrowed the lead with a penalty. Hamed Traore restored Sassuolo's lead in the 77th minute, but Zaccagni popped up again at the end, but it was too little too late to salvage a point. Newcomers Empoli shocked Lazio with a 4th-minute lead, but Milankovic-Savic restored parity just 2 minutes after. Manuel Lazzari and Ciro Immobile, with a penalty, made it 3-1 to the visitors, all before half-time. Andrea Belotti thought he had rescued a point for Torino in the 79th minute, but Roberto Piccoli struck in additional time to give Atalanta a 2-1 win. Luis Muriel had given Ladea an early lead with an excellent goal from outside the penalty area. 3 red cards in this game alone, 2 for Bologna and 1 for Salernitana. The newly promoted side led twice after defender Stefan Strandberg was sent off halfway through the first half. Bologna equalized each time with De Silvestri scored the winner in the 77th minute. Bologna and Salernitana finished the game with 9 and 10 men respectively, with victory going to the home side with a score of 3-2. Cristiano Ronaldo started the match on the bench as Paulo Dybala scored early in the game to give Juventus the lead before Juan Cuadrado extended it to 2-0 20 minutes later. 2 blunders by keeper Szczesny gifted Udinese the equalizer. Cristiano came on and thought he had won the match for the Bianconeri at the very last minute, but was disallowed for offside, and he also received a yellow card for his troubles for removing his jersey after he thought he had scored the winning goal. Roma began life under Mourinho with a win against Fiorentina, with new signing Tammy Abraham leading the way. Though he didn't score, he did get Viola keeper Dragovski sent off, as well as providing assists for Mkhitaryan for the opener and Jordan Veretout. Nikola Milankovic equalized for Fiorentina after Zaniolo headed for an early shower after picking up a second yellow card, but that wasn't enough as former Viola player Veretout scored 2 to get Mo's first win. Napoli managed to win 2-0 against New Boys Venezia while playing with 10 men after Victor Osimhen was sent off in the 23rd minute. Captain Lorenzo Insigne missed a penalty early in the second half to break the deadlock, but was given a second chance in the 62nd minute, this time sending the Venetian keeper the wrong way. Elmas scored 10 minutes later to secure a Napolitan victory. João Pedro's brace gave Cagliari the share of the spoils after Spezia led on the 7th minute and doubled the advantage in the second half with Simone Bastoni. No red cards in this match. AC Milan got their push for the Scudetto off to a great start, with Brahim Diaz scoring the only goal of the game before the match was even 10 minutes old. Sampdoria tried to find an equalizer, but new signing Mike Maignan kept them at bay. Donnarumma. Here's the league standings after match week 1. Inter at the top with Lazio, Roma and Napoli making the top 4. And at the bottom we have Genoa, Venezia, Fiorentina and Empoli. Two of them are newly promoted teams. Let's take a look at this week's matches. On Saturday morning we have Udinese versus Venezia, Hellas Verona versus Inter Milan, and on Sunday morning we have Lazio versus Spezia, Atalanta versus Bologna, Fiorentina versus Torino, Juventus versus Empoli. And lastly, on Monday, Genoa versus Napoli, Sassuolo versus Sampdoria, Salernitana versus Roma, Milan will be up against Cagliari. I have something to say about the refereeing in the past week. There have been some irregularities, I feel. The Ronaldo's goal against Udinese, he was flagged offside. But if that is offside, then I think Roma's goal by Mkhitaryan and Jordan Veretout, I think it should be offside as well. I'm not only unhappy because it was against Fiorentina, but also because the Jordan Veretout was because I think Tammy Abraham was a little bit offside, but the referee, after checking with VAR, he says it's not offside. But when we see the replay, I think he was maybe about an inch offside. Yeah, I don't know, but I hope the refereeing inconsistencies will not be as bad as the Premier League. And also the handballs, man. What's happening? Last season there were really less penalties given for ball to hand. I think now, because of the new rule, the referee looks at intention, but all the handballs that I see last week, they were all not intentional, and the hands were in their natural position because the defenders are jumping to block the ball from being crossed or whatever, you know. But I feel that that's also another refereeing inconsistencies that I saw last weekend. Will Inter Milan continue their fine form after defeating Genoa last week? Will Milan ever catch up, and will they score more goals? Will the three newly promoted teams get a win finally? And will my team actually win against Torino? I hope Belotti goes away. That's about the time we have today. So Serie A fans, stay tuned next week, same time and same page. Ciao.